Hello everyone and welcome back to Snakebird. We are wrapping up the last of this, what might be the entire game actually. We're going through these last secret levels here, these bonus levels on the clouds. We beat the first three last time around, and now we're going to jump into level 4 and see where that takes us. We have... Ooh! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so it looks like to me, end goal is to have one of these guys here, so we can pretty effectively have the birds pop up like this. Removing the grid. Actually, no, why did I do that? I want the grid. I want this guy here, then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need to have one of these blocks here, I think. Or do we? Could we? No, we need to have one of these platforms sit in there so the birds can effectively get up there. Then we'll actually get up there using this middle path here. So the entire thing is just getting blocks on top. How do we do that? Well, we can pretty easily do something like this to get the first block on top. And then we can, I guess, maybe do some heavy lifting. Oh, they all fall. I guess we can do maybe something like this for our next set of blocks. I want to see if I can't get the bird here to like catch some of these blocks potentially as we go like this. And then green holds onto the block. Ooh, what are we doing? Maybe we need to have... No, green's now stuck in a perpetual nightmare machine. Ooh, this is difficult, actually. Red needs to lower themselves a little bit. We don't need red doing all that. Let's be so honest here. Red can then, maybe with some help from green... Oh, what do I want to do? I guess we can do this, but then the problem is, how do we get green to actually hook on there? And also, what does that even do for us if green does hook on there? Like, what is the purpose? You know? Let's go back a bunch and see if there's anything we could do earlier to effectively bring it up. Earlier. You are here now. Interesting. Ooh, that's very interesting. Ooh, that's extremely interesting, because now we can have this guy, if we do some shenanigans like this, potentially find a way to get our friend up and over. Now, notably, all this is self-sufficient now. We can go ahead and rearrange these guys however we might need to get the solution going. Do you want to have them on that side? No, I kind of like having them on this side because it leaves a nice little area over here for us to do our thing. Yikes. What if we do this? I'll be honest, I'm not actually sure what I'm doing right now. Let's go back to where we were initially. I like having everyone on the right-hand side, but it might not actually be the best use of resources in actuality. I know, a shocking revelation. First idea somehow is not the best idea. Terrifying, but... maybe what we actually need with all the sincerity in the world Like, the problem is, once we do this, we actually can't get anyone even up anymore. Do we need them all to be on the right-hand side? Ooh, maybe we need to have... Okay, here's a new thought. New brainwave erupting into existence here. Rather than have them all be on the right-hand side, what if they were at least a bit on the left-hand side? What if we had grid time, grid time, grid time? We had this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that doesn't seem that helpful, to be honest. But that does seem more doable in general. Ooh, I like that though, because then we can, rather than having this block be all the way out here, we can have it closer to here, which would make it a lot easier to get this guy up and over, I think. Let's go ahead and reset and see if we can't instead pioneer our way towards a much different looking solution. Oh, but the problem is, how do we get red over? In this context, red's kind of stuck. Yeah, because how do we get red over to that side if we want to have these guys doing their thing over here? Can I not move green up? What's blocking? Oh, that's blocking green. What if we do this and then find a way to keep everyone afloat? We might need to do it on the right-hand side, actually. In retrospect, that may have unfortunately been a requirement the entire time. But then we can do this, and pretty easily begin the process anew of doing some fun stuff. Well, well, well. I guess I can, you know, just do the classic, like, layering things on here. Keep you balanced like this, potentially? Because also it's possible we don't actually particularly need this bottom guy here. Yeah, we don't actually particularly need him, do we? What if I kind of found a way to push this guy up without it being too big of a deal? Like that. But then the problem is that now there's this other guy who is having a very bad week over here. Okay, but notably, we can now, without much hassle, get over to this other side, which is very nice. We can cross the sides with no problem. Okay, unless you're red and being kind of dumb. I'm blaming red, but I mean, I was obviously the one controlling red in that case. I can't really blame red for my own poor choices. And now what? And now literally what? Oh, I have a fun idea. What if we... Okay, I want to... keep green safe. we're going to do this, then cross over, then push this over 1, which will make this whole process significantly easier. The only question becomes, how do we get up after this point? And that's a really, actually good question. There's not really a way to get up after this point, because this guy is now landlocked. Ooh. So yeah, because how do we get up there? We can't by ourselves, and I can't really imagine a way to do it by hooking from above. So we do need to reset, unfortunately. And probably... Ooh. I guess the important thing is getting red over on this side sooner rather than later. Any fun way to get red over post-haste? Like this. We have red over here now. Cool. But then what? Oh, we just push one down like this. And then we create a place for green to push this guy over. Well, all this is kind of a nightmare of my own creation, I will fully and humbly admit. But still, a nightmare nonetheless. And what exactly do I do now that we have this whole situation percolating? I guess we can save this guy now, which is not... No, we can't even save that guy effectively because... Ooh, see, now you're just stuck there forever, which is bad. We're creating a Gordian knot of awful Snakebird proportions. And I'm amazed that I'm making seemingly any progress in this truly awful task I've given myself. Push. Push. And I can't push you up because you are stuck underneath this guy here. Yike-a-reno. There's no way pushing you back down like this is going to help, right? I think I was right. There was no way that was going to help. And yet here I am trying again, regardless. Okay, what if we do some awful shenanigans using this guy, or these guys in general, I guess. I guess I can hold it up with green over here. And then we can push you in and begin the long process of resolving this absolute nightmare mess of just things we have. We just have so many things around right now. There's simply too many things on the screen. The number of things truly is the problem, I think. Maybe we should just... Okay, who is... Okay, you are there. We commit to all this. We have you here. You are stuck with... Green is just stuck forever now. And what happened to my whole theory of getting red to the left-hand side? Wasn't that supposed to fix everything? Wasn't red being on the left supposed to, like, make my whole life significantly better? You are there, so you are stuck in place, at least for a moment. Wait, we for sure just push this guy, like, over here, right? Resetting again. We're gonna get... We're gonna get red back up here again. That feels like a relevant and important consideration. Getting red up and over. Wait, no, this is actually kind of promising already. Wait a second. Maybe having a bird on each side actually is part of our solution. So we can, you know, mix and match as the world needs. Oh, the problem is, how do we get over here? Maybe if I push... Am I stupid? I'm thinking now... Literally, what am I doing? I don't actually have a game plan. I'm going into this kind of flying blind and hoping that that somehow gets me somewhere. But evidently not. Evidently, it's... Oh? Genuinely interesting. The problem is that this guy is now for sure going to get stuck. Unless, of course, I can push him in a fun new direction. Like this. And then we can... do this to create a nice little platform for Mr. Green to go somewhere new. And now we're exactly where we started again. Like, exact same beginning, middle, and end that we were theorizing in the beginning. And then we need to bring this guy up. I think red might need to... Okay, I like what we had going with red here. Red was genuinely doing some interesting things. And now red is doing some less interesting things, but still kind of valuable things. Ooh, I've trying to work out this whole situation. Kind of a mess. I'll be the first to admit it. Is it really as simple as I was supposed to get them on the other side first? Is it really as simple as I really should be doing it on this side instead of the right-hand side? It might be. I'm sure there's a way to get it done from where I just was, but I am certainly not finding it in my lifetime. If I just bring red over immediately, then just pop you like this, and then pop you like this. Well, that's dumb and bad, actually, because... Okay, we actually want green to start over here and be a platform like this. Because if we have them there, then we can't cross, actually, and I was wrong the whole time. We bring you here. Great. You are there forever. Which is actually secretly a good thing. Interesting. Very interesting. We're actually, like, going places now. I definitely just undid a bunch of my progress, but in general, not a supremely awful use of my time. At least doesn't look like it yet. So again, part of the whole thing here is that I was supposed to get this guy here so we could use this platform. The entire point. The entire point is that I have it like this. That is part of the entire point of doing it this way. Is that we have this guy hanging out down here like this. And now that we have that, I'm genuinely feeling pretty confident. Ooh, I have a fun idea. I have a very fun idea, actually. What if we... Okay. I have a new approach I want to try. We're going to do this, and we're going to go ahead and push you out of the way like this, which then allows us to do one of these, which gets us very high up here. Then I guess we hook you like this. We hook you around again like this. Oh! Well, that's it. We've done it. And then we should be almost. We've almost done it. But specifically, we actually need to bring... Before anything else, we actually want to have the other block on here perfect, which allows us then to do something like this, which gets us across all in one piece, and we have beaten level 4. Only took us like 25 minutes. But hey, that's content. That's content. Number 5. Hopefully this is another level 2 and it's not so bad. Oh, interesting. So we need to do... Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, we need to do it like this. And then I guess we catch it and bring it over. Cool. I am now trying to understand what we do with this crate. Is the point of the crate to get us to somehow... Okay, reset first off. So we need to do... Look, there's a few things we have to do here. We need to get this guy set up so we can effectively handle the crate puzzle. Because, okay, we need to have this guy here so he can catch the crate when we drop it. Again, what is the purpose of the crate? I could not at this moment tell you. What I can tell you is that literally the only way we can get a bird through the... There's actually two ways. I was wrong. Oh, but then if he falls again... Okay, interesting. I was thinking the only way to get a bird up there is to have basically a little box where the head goes into the portal and it goes like this. And that's how I did it earlier, and I think that's the way you kind of have to do it. Like this. And then you get the other bird to push you up. I had some very simple solutions to this earlier. Let me go ahead and see if I can't just find those again. But then the problem is, how do we get this bird to catch the crate without immediately, like, sacking, you know? Because we do this and then, oh, he's gone forever, oh no! Or we can... Yeah, I don't really know how I'm going to get this bird out of here. Because theoretically we could, like, set up the bird so he's kind of, like, facing the opposite direction, and then, oh, we, like, push him out here. Ooh, okay, so we're really putting our portal abilities to the test here. This is very clearly, we are going to figure out how to use portals effectively to complete whatever the goal is here. Click some nice stars, just because why not? One in the bonus area. But also, it's not that hard to get us in that kind of situation, right? What are all the positions from which we can, in fact, enable, like, bonus mode? Because, okay, the only way I think we can have the bird that goes into the cloud chamber get out of the cloud chamber is here. Is like this. And then they have to push. Again, I'm assuming the crate's important. If we have the crate, how do we even... I think I know how we use the crate. Okay, so let's assume we can get the crate over. Like, let's just assume that we have the crate. Great. We then use the crate in this manner. Perfect. And then from here, we are able to bring in the second snake, and then with the second snake, we can, like, save ourselves as we go over, and then we can have this guy help the other snake. So the only question is, how do we get this guy up here and then save the crate? Okay. Is there any possibility... Get out of here. Of doing something, like, along these lines? I think it might be possible to... from here, somehow, some way... Okay, there was the other way we found to get in here. Is it possible we need to kind of go through the portal twice? Oh, that's 100% it. Watch. We do this. What? Oh, it's because the head's there now. We can't actually do that. It has to be from the bottom or from... I don't think there's any other way to really have Mr. Blue exist like this. That's just not... Oh, if we do this though... Oh, no, he falls either way. Oops. I was thinking we could, like, block the portal or something to make some magic happen, but evidently not. Because then what? How do we get... Well, all we really need at this point is just a single block here for us to use. I might be stupid, actually. I think I've been overthinking this the entire time. Here, Blue, go ahead and become the little snakebird you were always meant to be. Am I just forgetting how to do the basic puzzle now? What am I doing? What am I doing? Great. We do this, and then we just... do this. And we should, with the crate, be able to push your boy Blue. Oh, I've been really stupid this whole time. Oh, I've been ridiculously stupid this whole time. Yeah, we can just do this now. Oh, that's absurd. Ooh, I apologize for wasting everyone's time. Or not. Wait a second. What is this? Oh, there we go. Found it. Then we can just use you to get across. Then use you to Similarly, get across. Because if we do, okay, if we send red through, then what does blue do? Blue just instantly perishes. Well, that's not good. So do we need to have red hang out like this then? Wait, how do we get anyone to do anything useful now? I know how. I actually know exactly how. Before blue goes on his merry way through. No, blue needs to go through first. Then we have blue help red get over. Then blue needs to come back through. Or something along those lines. What am I doing, actually? Because we get here. Maybe, instead, we just need to have... Yeah, because the problem is once we have red and or blue doing this, no, we're done. We're done. We can't really do anything from this point forward. Because, like, what? We then like make like a little square? A little square for our guy to hang out with? Actually, that could work. If we do this... No, it could not work. What am I saying? Oh, yeah, no, wait, no, this could work, actually. I keep saying that and then not providing any proof of its ability to work. Oh, great, actually, no, this is actually pretty good. Then we can just bring this guy back over here. Ooh. Oh, what are we even doing at this point? And now we're both back down here. And what was the point of any of that? We could have done all this from the start. I guess that is worth considering, though. Is there any... Because, okay, blue is now just stuck. Blue can't actually get anywhere now. I suppose, if we really wanted to... No, not like that. We could find some way to... There's no way for red and or blue to solo make it to the exit. They need each other. We can make a fun little symbiosis moment right there. Bring blue back up. And then find some fun way. I think I've got it, actually. What if we do this? Oh, great. That's actually perfect. Because then we can bring red around like this, go in here, then blue can just follow. Perfect. Okay. So we actually didn't need to send both through. I was making things more complicated initially. Ooh. One more, and then we unlock whatever is happening there. I do assume that's an unlock. There's got to be something behind there. This looks actually surprisingly mundane, not gonna lie. Nice big moon, nice big rainbow. Love the rainbow. Well, we can escape. We can have green escape like this. This seems nice and fun right here. Until it's not. Maybe we have red help green get up, and then we can have... Is there only one way to get this done? This feels like a level which might have several possible solutions. If you catch my drift. This doesn't seem like nigh impossible to handle with like just one person or something. Okay, we need to get this platform down here. And the first part of that is doing this. Then we find some way to get everyone else up and around. I might have screwed up already, actually. Red, you go here. Then green comes over here so we can get some actual stuff happening later. And then blue is going to pop over here. Wait for the cue from green. And blue will pop this platform down once the time has come, which is now. Blue, do your thing. All we need now is just to get another guy like up here so we can push this out to the side again and release like red and green and all of them. Actually, we can get red like out of here pretty quick, I think. Perfect. Or not? No, not quite perfect, actually. If anything, the best possible solution involves getting this little guy here, like there. Then blue can push over here twice, and then red, green, and blue can all get up, at least for the time being. Nice. Now we need to do the exact same thing again, but with this one. And we need to get this block down here somewhere. Where exactly? Honestly, not sure. But we can at least begin with some fun hard truths about needing to get someone down here. Red should have never actually gone up. Red should stay down there. And we will rescue red later. Red, stay there. Pop here. Green, get up there. Do this and then free yourself, and we're just going to have you hang out right there. Green gets up, helps blue out. And then we can have blue get green in a great spot eventually, once red helps, to knock this somewhere. I guess we just need to do it like this, question mark? If we pop it over here... Actually, yeah, that could work pretty well. If we pop the platform Let's go ahead and have little blue guy slither in there. Then come over here. Is that enough to get everyone in a good place? No, not quite, but it's not too far off either. Drop a little bit. You hang out there. And then we can have blue and red work together to get this guy stuck here. And now everyone can independently make it up to the exit. Oh, that was nice and straightforward. Okay, maybe I'm just getting better at Snakebird gaming. And with that, this is the last Snakebird of the bonus levels coming through. Okay, I got an achievement for getting all the void levels finished. And here's the middle part. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Dramatic, dramatic, dramatic. Is this a whole new world? Let's find out. Oh no. Is it one last test? Where are we? Oh man. Okay. Whoa, look at these effects. I've got no idea what we're even attempting to begin to do, but having these tiny snakebirds is kind of scary, not gonna lie. This is not the world's easiest thing to try and navigate. This cube is going to hang out like... Okay, so I think the obvious first thing is we need to... do this and get like blue here. Oh, that's a spike. Oh no. So then what we do instead is rather than have red go out like this, we have it go like this. So red can escape once we need them to. Then we can just kind of push. Okay, actually very similar thing happens again here. We push the cube into the abyss, and then we can have blue escape nice and safely. Ooh, almost. With a little help from red and green. Nice. This is a really cool effect. I'm liking this level. This is a neato way to end things. Neato. What if we had the cube hang out forever on these spikes, actually? That seems like the best possible way to approach this. The only problem, obviously, being that then... how do we get, like, blue out of here? Oh, like that. That's how we get blue out of there. Well, we can just do that again, can't we? We can just have... We have this, we have like something like this happen. We get, I'm so not used to dealing with the tiniest little snakebirds here. These little like 2-unit guys. We push all these guys over here, and then we can bring this guy back up and have you escape again out this. No, but then the cube, he's still stuck in the cube. I guess. Okay, is there a smarter way to handle how I did it initially? So that the cube's not stuck there forever? Because I do like having the cube there. That's not really the problem. The problem is not having the cube in that, like, spot. It's that we can't get the blue guy out once the cube is no longer there. Okay, let's try, just for the sake of completeness, doing this, and then having green and red both escape, and then doing the shenanigans here, and then literally what? And then what? Because, okay, if we just do some math, we need cube, snake Long Snakebird. Snakebird, Snakebird. I do think it is about getting the cube here, and then the cube here, and then figuring out what to do from there. Because, like, we can do this, and then he's stuck there forever, right? Like, that's an obvious and unfortunate common reality for us. Is it possible that we can, like, do some shenanigans? Before we even get the cube on there? Is there some other way to... Oh, we don't even need the cube, actually. We can do this sans cube in the beginning. We just do it like this, and then have green pop out. And then no need for cube if we're just doing it like... this. And then might as well just use the cube there. Cool. Then we move the cube like this. Again, I'm assuming we need to kind of have this guy over here so we can then... Okay, red and green, get out of here. Not actually, I love you, but you need to make way for big ol' blue right now. I want blue to, like, be around here somewhere. Okay, both of you are out of the way. Perfect. We then do this, make a little staircase for our good friends red and green. We then go all the way out here on a limb. And now, these two... I'm stupid. We need to bring the box over 1 unit. How do I do that without bringing down the whole fort? We do it like that. Then we have your friends green and red hanging out over here. And then... green's here. Cool. And how do we do anything else at this point? How do we do literally anything else? Because, like, if I had to guess, our next step in the bird evolution is to find a way to get the box out of this predicament in there, and then find a way to leap of faith jump over here with all the birds. All of which does sound remotely feasible, which is good news, I guess. I definitely screwed up, by the way, because blue is now stuck out here, like, permanently. Which is, bad if you ask me. What if we did... Ooh, how do we get both of them out there without getting them stuck, without getting blue stuck? Interesting. Ooh, very interesting. I mean, there's no way that we do it with just blue, right? There's no way that it's just blue doing it. Okay. So we... Ugh. Well, isn't this tricky? Isn't this just the trickiest little darn and dandy we have out here? Okay, here's my new theory. Okay, well, we for sure... Okay, we're all the way back here. We need to find a way to push the box out here, have blue like this, but with the head here so we can save blue, and have both of these guys out here so they can actually grab the banana. How do we achieve these three seemingly incongruous goals at the same time? I don't know. Because, how did I do it when I was just trying to get, like, the banana at any costs? Any cost. Didn't particularly matter to me how I was actually doing it. Just kind of grabbing this guy like this, right? Can I push? Ooh, I can push them in that context. We did this. We did this. Ooh, I've got it. We need to keep the box, like, pretty far to the left, not gonna lie. We need to bring it over here, and then arrange blue as we so desire him, our desired path of blue. We do this. We then have these two guys hop on. And then... Nope, we can't effectively use that to... I guess maybe if we do like this? Ugh. But, like, there's no way to, from this... Like, maybe there's some fancier, better way to... Okay, like, again, there's a whole plethora of problems here. Least of which being, literally, like... We just need blue to kind of... Like, we want blue to be there. But then there's no real way to get both birds up there, and we do in fact need both birds if we are going to get this whole shtick figured out. Wait, no. Okay, there was a solution I was poking around with earlier that I actually I think might work. Again, make the desire path I want to see with blue. We need to push both of you guys over this way. Great. Then we do almost one of those. What am I doing? Lock in. Martin, lock in. Okay, what I want to do is I want to end up with like this. Perfect. Then I push you like this. I push you like no, how does that make any sense? Literally, what am I doing? Because there's no real way to push blue while we're on top of blue. And we need to have all this in place while these guys are up there. Which is why I think I've got it actually, for real this time. The box just goes there immediately. We need the box to just kind of hang out there. We then need like this. We want blue to be looking like this. And then we can push blue out like that. No. Okay, am I certain that there's no way to just kind of do it if blue is facing like the opposite direction? If blue is doing this, is there sincerely no way to do it? Is this 100% for a fact true? Have I discovered a truth of the universe? I don't think so. I don't think I have. Okay, maybe we don't need the block here. Maybe instead, the block actually needs to live up top, and we have blue do something like this. And the block lives here, and the block helps one of these guys get up there. That's unfortunately looking really possible, which means we have to reconsider the entire puzzle to make sure the block does not get grounded, in fact stays above ground the entire time. Like this previously explored option. Oof. How do we do this in a way that keeps the block up top so we can actually, again, like, bring it with us to some extent over the rainbow. Okay, we can... No, don't place the block. That's like the one thing you're not supposed to do. Don't place the block. We do this. And then maybe... there's some way to get it here? Oh wait, no, that's actually perfect. No, because but then the block falls and it's stuck like forever. Yeah, there's no way to not have... Maybe there is actually. If we can find some way to get like another bird, like move this way one unit. If there's any way to do like something like this, where we have man. And there's no way to kind of like scoop up the block afterwards. Okay, maybe the block should just live here. Okay, but if the block lives there, then how do we get the block from here to here? That's an important question we have not yet answered. There's no way to get the block from here to here because there's no way to get the birds below. We do in fact need to have the block stay on top the entire time. How do we get the block to stay on top the entire time? For my money, it goes a little something. Oh, man, okay. I guess, okay, we can push everything over this way, which is a fun little doohickey, I guess. We can't really have the block be there, because then it's just kind of stuck there forever. Resetting entirely. It starts 2 blocks up. Maybe that's important. Maybe that's actually secretly essential to the entire solution for this whole thing. We have to use this advantageous starting position to great effect. Maybe. Or maybe not. Or maybe we're actually in some kind of awful purgatory that forces us to oh, man. Oh, interesting. This is kind of actually a really good position that for us to potentially be in. Look. I like this. But then the block falls, and we're kind of stuck forever. That is just the problem. Once the block falls, we are in trouble. We need to keep the block up like it's hot potato. Now you might say, how do we do that? Boy, I wish I knew. Also, is this like the final level? Is this like the final challenge? Is this like the last thing in the entire game that we're going to be doing? Oh, that's really good, actually. Wait, if we could do this, but blue is turned around a little bit. Okay, here. We do this. Green, go ahead and get yourself... Okay, okay. Let me study this position. Here we are. We just need green to be turned around a little. Like that. Perfect. Then we can, if we can get blue in there, pop up, green falls out, and then we can redo the whole loop. We do this. We fall out, and now we're happy again. For the first time in a hot second. I'm making it sound like Snakebird's like ruining my life or something. Then we just do this and get your boy green and or red. Ooh, how do I do think I need to help green with some long-term planning here to make sure that we're not just straight out of luck with getting this crate out of here for some sort of long-term plan. Because now red's stuck in a real conundrum. What if we just do both at once? We push the cube over a little bit. Okay, we can't do both at once because that gets us in an untenable position. But in general, nothing particularly wrong. Actually, no, that's pretty bad, because we can't really help blue get out of anywhere. Yeah, blue's kind of in trouble. What if we just commit fully and have blue times 2? Okay, great. And now, with red holding onto the cube over here, we can go ahead. Ooh! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Then, we just go ahead and get everyone else in order. If I could kindly please have green and red both get into a nice formation for me. Ooh, okay. We are officially going somewhere. And blue just gets to hang out there for a bit. While we... No, we need it on a secondary thing. We need it even higher up. We do, in fact, need the cube to end up on another bird. Perfect. And then we just kind of push both these guys a bit at a time. No, we don't, because we need this guy to loop around first. What a cumbersome solution I'm developing here. What a truly nauseating display I have developed here. But it will all be worth it. Just you watch. Oh. Okay, a truly horrifying display is coming up next. And I did screw up. We do, in fact, need green to look the other way. We do, in fact, need green to look like this. No, actually, I think I can flip them around at the end if I really, really need to. I feel like I'm so tantalizingly close to everything I've wanted, ever. Which is, conveniently, beating the final, I think this is the final level of Snakebird, the hit indie platforming thing. Okay, because the problem is, once we get here, can we just loop around like this? We do this, then red, go ahead and get yourself out of there. Okay, we can just loop green around like that. And now green is safe and sound while we move everything back around. And now what? We just kind of push it along using red? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Yes, we do. And then, as a consequence, can we get red over there first? That feels like the best possible way to approach this. And then we have you save blue. You head on through. Green heads on through. And red, you are done. I just got an achievement for beating every level in Snakebird. We are going through the fruit portal. It is all coming through. And that's it. The world map is oh! Fruit explosion! Those are the credits, I think. So, yeah, there we go. That's wild! That was a really hard last level, but I get it. That's cool. That was a... You can tell sometimes a game developer like makes a really, really, really tough level and is like, this has to be the last one. Not even seeking out to make like a really tough level. Only 5 testers. Dang. Good testers. Can I click on these guys? That's hilarious. I just got okay. There's this achievement that's popping up occasionally, like clicking on clickable objects. I just got one for the credits, I guess. I am not gonna get that achievement 100%. That is not. I'm good. Look at all these fruit just doing their thing. It's kind of beautiful. And that's the end. There's Snakebird, fully handled. Clicking on like the little Mario Maker style, not Mario Maker, Mario Paint style. Oh, there it is again. This level is gonna give me nightmares. I am done. Thank you very much. Well, that was Snakebird. That's the entire game as far as the game told me. I don't think there's any other secrets. If there are, do let me know in the comments below. But that was a very special, extra long bonus last episode of Snakebird. I hope you enjoyed. Very fun game, very solid. Just a very nice, tight little puzzle platformer type thing. I really enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. If you did enjoy the video, do be sure to like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. If you enjoyed the game, check out the description below for more information on how to play it. And until next time, enjoy yourself.